Hello, this is Barry Coombs from DefineTomorrow.co.uk. I'm here with Robbie Wright from the product team at Commvault.
Yep.
Just going to have a bit of a chat today to understand what Commvault are doing here. I imagine most of the people watching this have probably heard of Commvault. Maybe you can just give us a bit of a background, who Commvault are for those that don't know, and why you're here at VMworld.
Sure. So Commvault has been around for a long time, so yeah, most people probably know us as a backup and recovery provider, but we are really trying to change the perception of that. A lot of people have used us for their physical environments and for their virtual environments, but we're really focused now on how we bridge all of those environments to the cloud, and how we can make better use of cloud resources.
Fantastic. So cloud is obviously a big buzzword at the moment. Seeing lots of change in the industry because apparently we're all moving to the cloud. But what's the kind of main advantage that Commvault has in this kind of hybrid world that we're in at the moment?
Well, I think two words kind of sum it up, Barry. It's workload portability.
Okay.
So what we focus on is ingesting data via that means of those backups.
Okay.
But then keeping the ability to, or creating the ability to restore those workloads across different platforms.
Okay.
So like take a VMware VMDK and restore it as an Amazon AMI, or as a Hyper-V VHD or something.
So that workload portability, I think, is a really important aspect in this age that we're in at the moment. People are looking to, maybe they've got an investment in VMware at a production site, but maybe they don't want to go down that route with the DR site, so maybe they're looking to use something like Hyper-V. So I suppose you're playing into that kind of advantage of cross-platform.
Absolutely. Cross-platform between private cloud platforms or even into the public cloud.
Okay.
So taking a VMware VMDK and recovering it as an Azure VM.
Okay. And how about once we get it into the cloud? So a lot of people have got data protection strategies today that are very robust on site. They spent a lot of time building DR strategies, backup strategies, archival strategies around physical servers that are now virtual machines. But then you move it into the cloud, and at that point the cloud providers just want to take backup off you. I mean, what's your opinion of that? Where are you today and where's it going?
Sure. So a lot of people have this misconception that just because a workload's running in the cloud, that it's automatically protected. And usually when we talk to customers about that, what they mean is I'm replicating across multiple availability zones or something like that. But what a lot of people don't think about is replication means I'm replicating everything. So if I'm replicating from site A to site B and I have corruption at site A, I have just replicated that
guaranteed corruption.
So there is still a place for a backup solution in it that complements that replication. And Commvault has lots of capabilities there. We're protecting lots of cloud-based workloads, both born in the cloud and we're helping customers migrate applications to the cloud and protecting them there.
I think this is going to be the big challenge as we move forward over the next 5 to 10 years in the industry, because not only are people going to be looking to protect virtual machines in the cloud and on-premise, I think we've got a bigger challenge of software as a service applications. And what happens, people just move to an application that's in the cloud and then think, well, as you say, we don't have to worry about DR and backup and all those kind of things. But what happens if that cloud provider breaks? And I'm not expecting you to have an answer to that today, because how on earth are you going to back up data that is in some kind of system that you have no underlying system to it? But I think it is going to be our real challenge as people move to the cloud and then start to see realistically that they've lost control of data protection strategies.
So I think that's a huge challenge. It's very much unrecognized today, because a lot of folks assume that because they're using software as a service, that service includes protection that's focused on them. And in reality, what we found is, yes, most software as a service solutions have a protection component, but it's not for the end user. It's to protect the software as a service provider. And then, so we actually have solutions both for Salesforce, for Office 365, and other platforms that allow customers to get some of that data out, whether they want to pull it back on premise or back it up to a cloud platform. Primary use case for that today is compliance or something like that. They need to have a copy of that data to protect themselves. So we're going to be building more capabilities around that in the future, but that is definitely something that customers need to be thinking about.
And I think it gets put on the back burner, as we say, kind of thing. People move it and then think, wait a minute, I'm out of compliance, how do I get back in compliance? Wait a minute, I can't. So I think that is going to be a big challenge. So obviously our blog's called DefineTomorrow.co.uk. We've spoken a lot about the future, to be honest, but If you were speaking to an IT manager that at the moment is considering what his future looks like, am I moving to the cloud, am I staying here, what would your advice be in terms of, if you could give him one nugget of advice, what should he be considering, short term or long term?
I would say don't be afraid of the cloud. It is an infrastructure option, and it gives you a lot of new capabilities. So embrace it, use it to your advantage, and really use it as an opportunity to democratize the infrastructure resource or infrastructure decisions that you make within the organization to treat particular workloads.
Yeah, fantastic. Obviously, don't forget how you're going to protect it, and come speak to you guys at your booth at VMworld or via any other channels and learn how to protect that data.
Sounds great.
Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for your time.
All right. Thanks for